or miss, you know, mulligan. Again, we're going first mulliganing. This is always bad for us. Okay, we got a 2 and a 3 and 2 lands, though. I don't think we're getting any better than that. I'm not sure I want to run this or not. I'll keep the third land, too. Seems good. All right. Mold 1 going first. Kept 2 lands. Is it again? Wow. This is what I'm saying. Like, I never feel like the drafts are evenly distributed. This is very hard to test for me. But I feel like I play opponents in groups, or rather their cards are in groups. It's not always the same deck, because sometimes they draft it a different way. But it seems crazy that 3 of my 4 games will be, or 3 games will be versus Izzet right now. I don't wish to attack him, or rather I don't wish to trade off Scout for that. Swamp as well. Is he playing Dimir? Splashing red? That would make sense with what he's just done. Thought Erasure. Fuck off. Fucking hate cards that interact with my hand. Especially in limited. Like, whatever. I can deal with it in constructed. It's strong in constructed. But the surprise swamp play is definitely annoying as fuck. He potentially could be running intervention or whatever it's called, but I'm blocking it like he's not. Because I don't believe him. Do I even need to interact with this? Kind of like dumping my card though, if my hand if he's Dimir, because I'll be forced to discard, and I don't want to discard any of these cards. And I can play everything, so let's do it. And look, we're out of cards. We went first. That's -1. We mulligan 1. That's -2, and we got Thought Erasure. Thought Erasure is hypothetically a 1-for-1, but the Surveil on it makes it more than a 1-for-1. So we should consider cutting our high ends in this deck, because I don't think we'll ever have enough cards to do anything. Sure, 1 mana removal for us is certainly bad. He still had a lot of health for me to be out of gas like this. Blocks my Hawk. He had some hesitation about it too. I suspect that he didn't really want to run it out in front of a direct current. I would have loved to have given up a land, but I need to do damage before. Yeah. And thank fucking God that I'm not keeping cards in hand, right? Do I blow a take heart here? As just a combat trick? Like right now? He hasn't shown me the ability to bounce this quite yet. I'm going to hold it a turn. I might regret this. I can play it as an instant speed and response, and I would miss 2 damage and lose the life gain out of it, but the Disinformation Campaign's on the board now. I suppose it's possible he can play something, put it in his hand, then play it again, but seems unlikely. Do I play Magic or any other games with the wifey? I don't generally call her the wifey. Do I play games with my wife? I just thought of this very snarky response. I'll keep it to myself. No, she doesn't play games like this. We do play some cooperative games occasionally together. Played some Dominion together, stuff like that. It's not cooperative, but you get the idea. See, this is not enough damage. I'm gonna hold it, I guess. It's a little greedy. He's now on 6 mana, but I'm hoping to kill one of his 1/1 birds that tries to block the Healer's Hawk. I'm feeling a little bit of desperation in how I'm going to get my final damage in. So, are you tired of hearing looking sharp? Oh, never tired of hearing that. The minions fast and fun. Some of those things. Alright, I expect instant speed interaction right now, but I'm pretty well set up to deal with that. As long as it isn't like Capture Sphere or fucking Price of Fame. Those would be the ones that are really bad for us. I'm hoping he just creates tokens here and I can get some value out of these. So it looks like I am going to lose a card here. Which card would I rather lose? I guess he could also have Dazzling Lights, so probably I want to play the Sure Strike here. There's Permission. It's annoying. I could buff it again, but then I'm guaranteed to lose the Rock Charger. I'm not interested in losing the Rock Charger. It's more valuable than the Hawk here. We still trade for this bird. Although 2 instant spells from my opponent, both interacting with my board, then interacting with my hand is pretty painful. Alright. I think wifey is a worse word than any other word. No, I mean clearly he didn't mean it derogatively. It just feels very condescending, I think. But no, we don't play a lot of games together. She's not a gamer. And the games we do play, they tend to be in real life board games that are generally played with a group of, when you have friends over or visiting friends or whatnot. So. All right, opponent with all the answers. It's too bad. Again, just mulliganing in this set is disastrous. My win percentage in this set for mulligans goes from 65% to 30% with a 1 mulligan. 38%. So I have my chance of winning, basically, by mulliganing here. I mean, there's still draws that win us the game here. They mostly involve us picking up like a bomb flyer and our opponent not having removal. But we've got a Murmuring Mystic, a Thoughtbound Phantasm, and a Darkblade Agent in play. As well as a Disinformation campaign over there. This is a good start. It's a hasted flyer. Almost all of our win conditions revolve around, excuse me, with an R. Revolve around drawing Inescapable Blaze and getting a couple more points of damage in. So his bounce cards get to be used as removal. They generate him creatures, activate all of his fucking shit, and kill me. And dump my hand. That's really shitty. Alright, here's another place. I can't remember the guy's name who's chatting about it here. This is another example where Hunted Witness is better than Hazda Marshal. Because here I will chump the Darkblade Agent. And I'll do that deliberately to not let him draw a card. It's not much of a difference here, but I get to chump twice. Alright, I'm not sure what our win condition at the moment looks like. It's not that. Alright, so we've seen double Unexplained Disappearance and a counterspell to Severed Strands, a Necrotic Wound, and a Sprite. Deck seems very strong card-wise. We don't want to run things like Gird for Battle in this. I don't want to be based around tokens. I've already lost my Rock Charger, but there's still a decent chance I get a block worth more than 2 life. There's a Nightveil Predator. Yeah, so this is standard. Bot didn't draft any Dimir cards. Opponent gets all the Dimir cards. Alright, and we just drew dead. I don't think we can come back from this board state, so we'll concede that. Alright. Let's hope never to mulligan again. That's your answer. Okay, cards that seem less good to me. Demotion seems like it's going to be very good. Gird for Battle seems like it won't be very good. All the evasive creatures seem good. I don't know about these first strikers. Maybe. We saw a Mesmerist and a 2/2 Phantasm. These are pretty bad versus the 2/3s is all. They're good versus the 3/2 Whisper Agents, though. Hammer Dropper looks like it's not going to be very good here. We're on the draw this turn. Does this matter for us? Not really. Boar also doesn't look like it's doing what I want it to do, really. I think I want to wave. I think I want another Pack Beast. 39. Do I go lower and try to go around it? It seems rough. Maybe I do keep the one boar. Do we even see targets? We did see direct cards for direct current. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. We need not to mulligan. Wave gains value versus Mystic. I'm not so worried about killing the 1/1s. I mean, I am. But he generates 1/1 blockers as an instant. I guess the wave, if I waved on a turret, he can't block. We're going to be forced to mulligan again. We only got one land. Can I keep a one-lander? I don't think so. Alright. So our win percentage just got halved. Oh, my opponent mulliganed as well, though, so it's not quite as bad. Still bad. Don't want to be going first versus Dimir and then forced to mulligan. I guess the quickest way to lose. Greed, keep that? I don't think it's greedy to keep that. I think it's rather, I do think it's greedy to keep that. I think it's insane to keep that last hand. But maybe I had to. Is this the... Well, certainly this hand runs out of gas in 1 second here again. Keeping one-landers, I don't have the data to look at that. If keeping a one-lander and getting land screwed. I mean, if I keep a one-lander and get land screwed, then of course it's going to be worse than mulliganing. But if I keep a one-lander and get rewarded, well, what's the reward rate? We have 15 lands in the deck with that. So let's look at the odds. So I need to hit runner, land, basically. Of course, it's discard already. So punished for mulliganing. Super fucking hard here. I'm playing much constructed. I'm playing some constructed. What constructed decks am I interested in? I like the Golgari mid-range deck right now. Another land. Can't have this. So we're at 6 lands and 3 playables right now. This is really not the situation I'd like to be in versus Dimir. There's no land out, so it doesn't change my play to play land first. Let's get him for damage. Fire him, I'm trying to trade off the Child of Night, but this is the only play we can actually punish, so maybe he should try to race instead. I don't want him gaining life off the Child of Life, and I only have 2 attackers, and I'm expecting to be forced to discard the rest of my hand in a moment here. So it's fine. I think I don't think I have double white mana plays. I think I value the Mountain more for the, if I ever want to double direct current. Okay. My opponent's deck is grindy? It doesn't seem grindy. It just seems like every Dimir deck ever. Yep. I mean, this is the pick 8 Nightvale Sprite that the AI leaves you every single fucking draft. The pick 11 Disinformation campaign. Too bad about the Necrotic Wound. Yeah. Oh, well, Golgari midrange is grindy? Yeah. I like it, though. It has lots of win conditions. I have a lot of plays that are skill-based, a lot of decisions to make, which is nice. Does well versus most of the other decks. Could demote the rats. Seems really not exciting. Okay. I mean, but this game doesn't feel like I have any decision points. This game feels like I mulliganed because I didn't have enough land to play my hand, and then I got forced to discard, and then I'm just dead. Golgari mid-range is completely canceled by a 2-drop creature. No, it's not. It runs double Assassin's Trophies, double Vraska's Contempt with 2 more in sideboard. It runs double...
renewal. Welcome back.
Double, cast down, etc. Welcome back, Lewis. Thank you for the 2nd month resub. Expecting this to run into a counterspell, but what can I do? Yep, certainly an annoying sideboard card for that shitty white deck that doesn't do anything versus anybody else. But I actually haven't found that white deck to be the end of our existence. Occasionally I do get blocked out by the little annoying 2-drop, for sure. There it is! His combo. I should probably take out Inescapable Blaze versus this deck. It feels like an inevitable win condition, but it's never going to be able to be cast. Seems bad. Why not? I mean, you're at 14. I guess maybe you're protecting your life total to the point, but it feels like that would have been a fine way to get rid of it by forcing it back in hand. I guess maybe he thinks this is an equal value card to my Battalion Patrol. Maybe it's just tempo oriented. Okay. No, the little 1/3 for 2 who blocks enter the battlefield effects is very strong. But it doesn't shut down the entire deck. There's like 25 fucking cards that kill that. All the variety. All right, let's go through the list, right? Off the top of my head for Golgari midrange. Ready? We have Little Vraska, Big Vraska, that's 4 cards. Cast Down, that's 6 cards. Vraska's Contempt is 8 cards. And the double Assassin's Trophy is 10 cards. So 1/4 of the deck kills that card. I don't think it's a win, an entirety win game. So you might get both my cards here with the double disinformation campaigns. I think it's a great card. No, he didn't go for that. So he's keeping a counterspell open, I guess. All right. The fuck was don't attack, don't block? Sure. Not like I can fucking do anything about getting counterspelled here. Yep. I believe it's a main deck. I'm just saying that it's... WDI offered the exaggerated hyperbole of that deck counters the entire mid-range deck. Not quite. Alright, so Ripped Emotion. We gotta kill him with what we have and what we top deck. And we gotta hope he doesn't, you know, with his massive card advantage, draw a creature that can block a 2/2. So, that's exciting. Such a fucking tedious matchup to run into all the time, and then have to mulligan both games versus him. Ugh. Alright, we have an out still in our deck, so that's exciting. Alright, that card blanks our ability to attack. Have to hope for a Pack Beast. good one. I gotten a haircut. No, my hair just started receding into my skull. But thank you for the compliment. Okay. It's called male pattern baldness. You start with just like full hair, and then it just like overnight shrinks into your skull. Does brain damage on the way in too, I'm pretty certain. So you, or is the webcam out of focus? It's you. Alright. Child of Night's a little bit annoying here. So we bring him to 2 this turn. Does he have a blink for my fucking Aurelia? Surely he would have blinked it and made me discard it. Okay, so there's the question here is, do I Crater Maker the Child of Night right now? What would I draw that would change that impact? If I draw a combat trick, draw an escapable blaze. I don't think so. I don't think I have to do that right now. Okay. Bet that doesn't go face. Alright, so let's assume he has... I'm considering trying to play around his Bounce Surveil card, but I don't think it actually does anything. Because if he has the Bounce Surveil card and I leave Hawk in hand, end of turn he bounces Aurelia. Aurelia goes to my hand. Disinformation Campaign goes to his hand. He plays Disinformation Campaign and discard Hawk. He attacks with Sprite. Disinformation Campaign goes back to his hand. He replays Disinformation Campaign, discards Aurelia. So it's worse than just running out the Hawk. Okay. No cleanup. It's worse to do that. That's why I just walk in through the plays for you. I can still peck him to death with the Hawk if he doesn't get an answer to air creatures right now. Alright, we'll steal 1 game from him. How many lands do we keep on that one? 3, I think? Alright, so he goes first now. And we'd really like to not be forced to mulligan versus him. I'm keeping all my sneak damage in cards here. Keeping Demotion. Alright, let's run with this. Okay. Come on. Do I really have to mulligan every single fucking game versus him? The answer is yes. I can't keep a 6-lander. I mean, this is a much better hand, but fuck me. That's 3 games in a row we mulligan versus him. I think I heard him mulligan twice, but I still don't think that's good enough. We'll see, I guess. Got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. Yeah, but it's not... How do I explain this? It's not the fact that... Do I even need this? I don't think so. It's not the fact that he loses... It's not the relative cards that I'm worried about. It's how heavily Dimir punishes mulligans. So... So... Once he gets 3 mana, if I don't have enough threat on the board to win with what I have, and he starts Disinformation Campaigning me, I just don't ever get to play cards again. Okay. I don't know. Arguably, I should have kept the mana. Just feels like I need gas versus a Dimir player before I lose. Vapors. Well, just got 2 for 1 in a deck that I'm super, super worried about card advantage from my opponent. And now I wish I had that land. Alright, if this is disinformation campaign, we probably just lose. It's a good draw. We needed the land. We're going to get one sooner or later. See if I get rewarded for throwing away the land. We had 1 weak turn with the Hunted Witness on 2 with no land drop. We're going to have another weak land and another weak card. He's hit 5 now? That's probably flooding? Oh no, he's fine. Okay, I don't think he can draw this turn, so I'm not worried about blocking it. I will block it later. This is interesting. So I did pick up that land, so Boar is active. He's going to take 3 if I attack with a Hunted Witness. He may or may not want to take 4 if I attack with the Legionnaire. The Legionnaire is a scarier target for him. He's out of cards. Maybe I don't have to worry so much about evasive creatures here. I do need that Nightveil Predator off the board. Okay. Got 1 more damage that way. Yeah, the Sure Strike versus the Predator is a thing, but I can't play that in my hand, so it needs to wait for a couple turns still. Again, the cards that punish me or anything that makes me discard. Opponent seems to be flooding a little bit. He's hit 6 lands on curve after mulling down to 5. I like that blocking play he just set up. Now, if this is Sinister Strike, we're in a lot of trouble. Or not Sinister Strike. That's a different game. Excuse me, the other one. The Counterspell. I don't like this. This suggests Counterspell to me. So I think I get blown out here by this, but we'll see. I don't understand why not block there if that's the case. That's really rough. He's got it. Am I gonna not attack there? Just attack with the boar? Maybe. Alright. Do I protect the Parhelion Patrol versus discard? Probably. Okay. So if I were him, I 100% of the time would have blocked the agent with boar if I had Sinister Sabotage and the player attacked with the 2/2. Attacking with the 2/2 flyer means that I have a trick. Now I can never attack again. It feels pretty bad. Patrol instead. No, Patrol gets countered too. I at least forced him to use the trick. This is a fine time for him to be attacking. I don't give a shit about that. It's 2 life, which is certainly bad for me, but... Alright, I don't know what I think we're on the top deck Inescapable Plan again. It's funny how not ahead we feel despite having been ahead in cards. We got 2 for 1 to all of our early aggro with Vapors and then Sinister Sabotage to remove this threat, which is an actual threat. Okay. It's alright, chat. Guy's got 2 Predators, not just 1. Can't attack because of this. Alright. Yep, we have outs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're actually 1 off with that one, though, with Cosmo Wave. Yeah, this is every Dimir deck right now. This is why fucking draft is so unpleasant at the moment. Again, Hunted Witness better than Hazda Marshall there by a lot. So I can force through 2 damage here. And that seems extremely relevant to me. If I top deck an Inescapable Blaze, I can still win. If I ever drafted Dominaria, many Many, 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 many times. It's funny, I would love to attack with that, but it has to block the Dowser this turn. So let's go with these. That's fine. Let's get rid of you first. Okay. Sure, you eat my patrol. We trade with that. You take 2. I can. Oh, it's not good enough. For some reason, I was thinking I had an out there still. Why did I think I was gonna get him to 6 there? Not sure. I guess I wasn't expecting him to chump the boar, but even that would be 7. So we just didn't draw any outs. His swing kills me. Okay. Were we supposed to swing with token? No, a token has to be here to block the Dowser. I guess I could have gone to 1. But I was hoping to draw options here. There's no point in swinging here at all. It doesn't change anything. We just lose outright. Alright. So we flooded a little bit here with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 7. It's not even that bad. 9 and 8, I guess. Still not that bad. It's just these double Night Veil Predators, plus his counterspell for our combat trick and the 2-for-1 off the Vapors. So, alright, rip. Deck takes 3? Is that right? 3 is worse than this deck should be doing on average, I think. But we got punished versus a Dimir player. We were forced to mulligan all 3 games versus him. And I just, as I'm saying, I don't think I survive mulligans with Dimir players in this format. Like, you just don't have enough gas to do anything. Like, and here we are again with the issue that I can't quite get enough gas to do something, despite having a fair number of options. So, feels bad.